The government of Saudi Arabia has enacted the third of 5 regulations announced to shake up the country's underdeveloped real estate sector. With me is Ammar Shata, Executive Director and CEO of Khabeer Capital and World Finance Man of the Year for 2012. Ammar, welcome.
Thank you, Nick.
First, what is the Saudi government hoping to achieve with these reforms?
They're hoping to achieve reforms in terms of competitive advantage. If you want to compete in this kind of world, you have to be sure that you have the right reforms. We're still yet at the beginning of what we need in terms of social reform, political reforms, and even human rights reform. And to that reason, I think it's a good step, good start. We have, if you heard the news recently, have changed the weekend from Thursday and Friday to Friday and Saturday. Or women's rights is improving in terms of allowing them to be part of the political system, and obviously the mortgage finance, which was announced earlier in the beginning of the year.
And there's still some work to do?
Definitely. We're a bit slow. We need to improve faster. The world is not standing still. What we need is an improvement in terms of social needs, in terms of people sharing in the political system, in terms of human rights, and definitely women's rights. We see improvement, but definitely I do not believe any nation can sustain its economical progress and improvement without having its people sharing in the decision making.
So what can investors expect from the Saudi real estate sector in both the medium and long term?
Well, it's usually between the supply and demand of real estate, there's about 3 to 4 years gap. We're in the beginning of a serious demand for housing because 65% of the Saudi society is below the age of 20s. And that means that there is a lot of need for housing in the coming 10 to 15 years. The worry is about euphoria. So you want to be sure that in the coming 3 to 4 years, you're part of the supplying side of chain of these properties into the market that is needed by the society. And this is why Khabeer is focusing on asset under management, that is real estate, basically development and income generating, because we see this part of the expertise for the Saudi market is an important topic.
Now tell us a bit about your background. World Finance has named you Man of the Year in 2012, but you actually got into economics by accident.
Yeah, it's true. What happened is my advisor at University of Southern California, while I was studying electrical engineering, forced me to take an economic course. It was a graduate course. I did so well. I was actually #1 in the class. And I amazingly found out that I'm pretty good in this topic and I'm enjoying it. So this changed my career to start my master's degree in economic and financial planning. And here we go. I'm here.
And here we are. You've created Khabeer Capital to offer Sharia-compliant investment vehicles. How important are Islamic finance principles to you personally?
There's 2 dimensions to it. For me, developing the community is an important issue. And Islamic finance is part of that requirement. Islamic finance is about fairness. For me, financing is you have to be fair, transparent, and you have to put fiduciary duties into perspective. For that reason, Islamic finance is an important element to Khabeer and to its people and shareholders. And we think it will definitely help in developing the community, which is the final and most important aim for all of us.
And now the firm manages assets worth $500 million. What would you say is your greatest achievement so far?
I think it's 3 elements. The first one is the fact that we're growing at a difficult time. We're growing at 40% per year for the last 3 years at a period when a lot of companies are going bankrupt. It's also an environment where a lot of people has recognized that it's the best environment to work for. We won for the 3rd year consecutively the best environment to work for in Saudi Arabia. And lately we have been ranked one of the top in the Middle East in terms of people management and taking care of our people. And obviously the 3rd one is to lead into the Islamic finance, and that's, alhamdulillah, we were being successful in.
And finally, being our incumbent Man of the Year, tell us the best piece of advice you've received.
Is to hire the right people and allow them to perform. If you don't have that, you really cannot be calling yourself a good CEO.
Ammar, thank you very much.
Thank you.